Welcome everybody to another episode of College Controversy. Guys, we got a little something special today brewed for you guys. We're on Instagram Live, we're on IG Live. We got Alex back with us. Welcome back, Alex. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, fam. I appreciate it.
So I was actually speaking with Alex one-on-one after his last podcast that I unfortunately missed, and we decided that there's a lot of ambiguity in dating in our community, and also in the Persian community. There's
Wait, so you want to give a little bit more detail? Your community, what it's all about?
The Bukharian community.
Okay.
So I'm Bukharian, 100%. Ben Davidoff, OV, I'm Bukharian.
Not two Fs.
No.
Not two Fs. Okay, Ben Davidoff.
I used to think it was two Fs, back in the day. Remember?
Two Fs are the double failure. That's what we call it. Basically,
they're not doing well? The cologne's not doing well, B?
I don't know. All I know is that we have 3 Bukharians in the room right now. We got 2 Persians in the room. We're all experienced when it comes to women dating. I wish we had a girl with us to give their perspective, but I feel like we have sufficient amount of questions.
Maybe we can get some comments from the IG Live.
Right.
So we also have questions that we already we put up a questionnaire on Instagram, and we have questions, so we're going to answer them as adequately as we can. And
you have questions ready to go?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
I'm down.
And I have questions of my own. So I also want to demonstrate a various difference, a very apparent difference between the Bukharian culture in dating and the Persian culture in dating. There's a very big difference on what's considered okay to do, especially when it comes to girls, and what's not okay to do. And I want to bring that up if that's okay.
Let me first introduce myself to everyone watching here on College Controversy Instagram Live. We already have 20 people. Please send this out, this live, to as many people as you can, because I think the topics are going to get pretty heated today. So my name is Alex Matatov, and I'm really excited to be back. Thank you guys for hosting me. Tonight's topic is going to be a dating series. I asked a lot of you guys on my IG story to let me know what kind of questions, what kind of topics you want me to talk about, and we have honestly some really interesting topics just to kind of scroll through.
We got some interesting topics, but we also have topics of our own that we want to bring up.
I'm not gonna write.
So Alex, wait. For the record, I want to bring something up for the record. I don't know. Are you single or not?
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this a little bit later on in the live, but yes, I'm completely single for everyone who is asking me here. I have been on my dating streak. I will
ladies,
say.
I want you guys all to DM him right now.
So Alex, let me ask you a question. Let me get right into it. Let me get right into it because I know this is I have this question, so I just wondering what it's like from your perspective. So me personally, I know right now that I'm not ready to get married, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm not at all ready to get married. I'm 22.
Okay, cool.
Okay? I'm nowhere near, at the maturity level, the responsibility level. I can barely take care of myself. I don't know how I could take care of someone else, I'm just not ready at all. So when I think about dating girls right now, I think about obviously a good girl. I look at the family, all that. Obviously, it's very important. But I don't.
Good.
But I don't.
I want you to define.
Wait. I want him to finish his train of thought.
Just respectful, not just good human beings. You know what I'm saying? Just basic.
Okay.
Just like that. So that's what I look for. And
So why do you think you aren't ready as a 22-year-old Persian man?
Because there's just there's so many things I want to, not so many things, but there's a few things that I want to do and get out of the way first, for example, get into med school, God willing, and do a few things out of the way, and then I feel I'll be in a little bit better state of mind to pursue girls for marriage.
Okay.
So that's what I look for when I'm thinking about girls to date and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I know that you guys, or not even you guys, but even guys in the Persian community, they're looking at girls right now, and they only want to date girls that they see potential for marriage, or something that they wouldn't date a girl that because it's this, no chance, because it would ruin the marriage or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
from what you just said, I understood something that a lot of people told me. It went in two ways. There's the guys that are well, I'm just going to say people, because I've seen from both genders do this. There's been people that have been saying, like, I don't want to date right now because I want to focus on school. I want to finish med school. I got to finish this first, because if I don't do this, then by the time I start, like, if I start dating now, then I won't be able to complete that.
I feel like you can call that, you don't want to distract yourself.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of something, you know?
It's people viewing dating as a distraction rather than dating as the start of building your own life.
I think I'm a victim of that for sure.
But I have heard the other side where people are like, I don't want to start dating right now because I want to live my life. I want to finish college. I'm in a frat right now. I want to travel the world because I know that if I get married, I won't be able to do that stuff and I'm going to be tied down. Right. So you need to ask yourself, what is the real reason? Is it because you want to focus on school and get to where you are, or is it because you want to have fun? And it's okay to honestly have both.
I think it's a little bit of both, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I think it's a mixture of both, for sure.
Yeah.
See,
So also, for all my people watching the live, you can comment on what these people are saying, because I'm going to read your comments. I'll touch upon it. Like, I want you guys to be involved with this directly. There are people saying so far that from what I've said about both perspectives, there's many perspectives on that. If you can, please elaborate on that, and we'll touch upon it. Someone said here that the guy needs to be stable financially.
See, I don't think finances should be a factor.
So, okay, from the Bukharian community,
It is.
I know that a lot of Bukharians get married young. Now,
Girls especially.
well, girls, I know guys that got married when they were 18
yeah,
years old.
Like lately.
So I'll tell you something. I met somebody recently that he told me that once they got married, the father's side wanted help them with the rent for the house while the both of them work, and then the year later they said, you know what, the father's side is not going to help out now. Sorry,
The girl's side.
The girl's side.
Yeah.
The girl's side, her family now needs to help pay for the rent and everything. So there are parents that are more helpful there. Then I know parents that, you know, they would buy a house or an apartment, just buy it out. They're in the real estate business, so they'll buy it out for their child. When they get married, they'll move there. And there's like certain instances.
There's
where,
many different circumstances in terms of like
Right.
being financially stable when you get married.
And
you know
somebody
what I mean?
said financial stability comes with time, and I 100% agree.
Yeah, I feel like you grow together with your spouse to become wealthy. You don't want to be wealthy in a relationship because then you feel a certain sense of superiority.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
individuality, and honestly.
Not wealthy, but I think when you get married, me personally, you know, like I personally, I don't like you know, like getting like help like financially from like other people and like stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
that's just like my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like that when I get married, you know, I'm not obviously not wealthy, but you know, have a nice amount of money to live like a regular chill life.
Yeah, you
know what
want
I'm
to be able
saying?
to pay your rent, eat food, and survive
Exactly.
until you can make the big
Exactly.
bucks. And you want that girl to be in a guy's perspective, we want a girl
to be understanding of that.
and supportive, because that's
For
all.
sure.
All guys ask for is respect, support, and like love. That's basically
You know,
what it is.
so today I posted on my Instagram, I'm like, okay, guys, if you want me to talk about anything specifically, please type it in the question box.
Yeah.
And some of the questions here, which I'm just going to even go through, you can type questions and I'll see it.
Yeah, give me one.
So, okay, let's start one by one. This was a really great introduction, so thank you all for really, you know,
Let's
getting
get into
in
the
there.
questions.
So, question number one. Somebody said, "What do guys look for in girls?" It's a very generic question, and
Honestly, should we let Simon take this one?
You want to hear my answer?
yeah.
So
So,
let's point.
do you want to flip the camera or? Okay, it's fine.
His camera shy.
I'm
He's
camera shy right now.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He's camera shy, even though there's different cameras
Yeah,
going
right.
on now.
What's it called? So you're saying like, what do I specifically look for in
Yeah,
a female?
like
What do you
and then what do you
the
think
general
generally?
population? Yeah.
Generally,
Damn. I mean, me personally, I think independent, like an independent woman, is very important.
There's
Like
a word in
somebody-
Farsi. I just want to bring this up. There's a word in Farsi like najib. Like I feel like that explains it more or less. Like
So Naji basically means like
Innocent.
a pure,
Like
pure,
innocent, like pure,
pure
yeah.
innocent. Yeah.
okay.
Like, that's
do you
what-
want
that's
someone innocent?
I mean,
Honestly, that's the real
For
question you want to
marriage?
ask.
For
Like
marriage?
innocence is. Well, they say innocence is bliss, but like,
no, ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is
well,
bliss.
I'm an idiot. So, but the way I understood it, if somebody's innocent, like, you know, a guy is way more open with how they view life. Like, they're more, they would really like jump into an experience without know what's going on, you know. But if a girl would hear some of the guys' experiences, they're like, wow, this is crazy. But for us, when we hear it, it's like, okay.
I think in terms of the instance, like there's two perspectives on that, because like one, okay, yeah, like you can have a guy who wants like a girl who's totally pure, never done anything with a guy, totally innocent, like totally clean. But wait,
guys are very big hotheads too.
So wait, so hold on. So you have that perspective, and then but you could also look at it as a guy wants a girl who's maybe like been around the block a little bit, you know, has a little bit more experience, you know, knows how to be in a relationship, knows how to treat a guy, you know what I mean? They don't necessarily care, like, if she's been with, like, a couple guys before that.
So which,
you know what I'm
which
saying?
one do you personally would like?
I
do you want a girl that's been more around the block, or do you want someone that...
No one's holding it against you. Just say how it is now, and maybe that will change.
I think right now...
he has to think about his answer.
Right now, I'll pick the innocent one.
I agree.
Yo,
he's capping. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm being serious.
Being serious.
You know, for me,
what about you, Alex?
I just don't want to. I don't want to feel like I'm babysitting a girl. That's all it is.
Yeah, independence.
You know, independence is very important. I feel like there's a lot of girls that they say, you know, I've been raised with love with my parents from my whole life, you know, like, and if the guy can't give that to me, you know, I think space is also very important in a relationship.
No, but Alex, I feel like there's many ways to show love. And I feel like some people take it the wrong way sometimes.
But wait, but back what you were saying about, like, independence, I agree that independence for a woman, especially nowadays, is very, very important.
Or feminist.
You know, because, not
even feminist.
Just because, like, okay, let's say, you know, you get married, you get married to a girl, and, you start having kids, and this and that, and she becomes a housewife. Eventually those kids grow up, man, and, you know, it's just you and your wife, and you're going to work, and your wife's home all day, she's not doing much, you know what I mean? Like, you want her to, like, you want her to have hobbies, you want her to, like, potentially, like, maybe be like an agent or something, or like just, you know, I'm not saying to go marry a doctor or a lawyer who's like working 24/7, but someone who, you know, someone who keeps busy.
For you, for example, right?
Someone who keeps busy.
Yeah, so you want to be a doctor, right? You're essentially going to the medical field,
right?
Okay. That was a rhetorical question. So wouldn't you find it more attractive if your wife was also like in the same field or like the same spectrum, like something to talk about? No, not at all. I do not want to marry a doctor. Yeah. Not at all. 0% chance. No. PA.
No.
Nothing.
No. So I don't want to marry a girl with a full-time job. I don't want to. I mean, maybe in the beginning, for sure. You know, first couple years are married. She's bringing in some loot. I'm bringing in some loot. But eventually,
you want a girl that is a housewife, or you want someone that keeps herself busy?
Depends what stage of the marriage.
He wants to be a sugar daddy, essentially.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what he's
I just said, man, I want her to have a hobby. I said, like, potentially be like a
hobby, like yoga,
like shopping,
like chill jobs, you know, like that they can do on their own time, like freelance. Like, for example, like being like a real estate salesperson, like selling houses. Or like, you know, just something
yeah, we get it.
You know what I mean?
No, I want you to answer the question, Simon.
Okay. Independence. A girl has to know. A girl needs to know how to like master her insecurities. Like, if she has insecurities, at least handle them yourself, or handle them in the sense where you're not projecting them onto your other half, and like you're ruining the relationship.
Confidence, essentially.
I feel like
know your worth.
Exactly. I feel like intelligence is also very important. Not in the sense like.
So, oh my god. I'm sorry. People are really going off about it. So somebody said, how do you want an independent girl but not allow her to be in the field that pushes her potential?
No, nobody's saying that we can't. That
she wants to be a doctor.
It's a preference.
No, so independent.
Yeah, but then again,
that girl's not for me.
Exactly. Yeah, to answer that question, it's just personal preference. Like, my independence, like, I don't care if I marry another lawyer. Like, for Ethan, for example, like he would like an independent girl who can pursue a real estate hobby, or somebody that's not like a housewife.
I don't want a woman that's dedicating her whole life to her career when she's married to me. No, I don't want that. Because I think,
for me personally, I don't care.
I think women, they're especially in Judaism, they raise the kids, and they turn the kids into
Right,
what
let's get
into
all
what
the,
they
all
are.
the feminists are about to roast us.
Yeah,
bro.
everybody.
I'm telling you,
People are going off.
roasted.
Why?
People are going off.
We're
here.
about to get roasted.
Oh, wow.
Why?
The comments. Oh no.
We're about to get roasted.
Let's hear these comments.
Okay, somebody said
Bring the most vile one out.
no.
Again, it's all a matter of preference.
So okay,
Alex,
so,
let's hear the comments, my guy.
so people are saying you got to motivate her and support her, and not.
Yeah, but no one's
Let
making
her
a comment against that. No
not
one's
let
saying we're
him.
not going to support and motivate.
Yeah, 100%.
We're just saying, like, certain people, certain guys have certain preferences. Like, personally, I want to become a plastic surgeon or a doctor, right?
So somebody even wrote like a great way of putting that into perspective.
Let me hear.
Somebody said, independent women are amazing as long as a boundary of trust is built that removes complications.
And I was about to say, when
Yeah.
Simon was listing his
I think
things,
trust.
Wait, can I ask-
loyalty
Yes.
is huge.
I'm
Like,
so scared. People
loyalty.
are fighting with each other in the comments. People are fighting.
Let me see. Bring it here.
So, okay, somebody's saying,
Independent women
have a price, boys. A lot of us don't know what we're asking for. A guy
No,
said that.
I agree with that, honestly.
What
Some
does
of them
that
are
mean?
a little
What does
bit
that
too,
mean?
like,
So,
I don't need you.
so a lot of people are like, yeah, I want an independent woman, but like, when a woman becomes
in the Danny?
don't say their names.
Bro, what do you mean? He's right there.
Okay.
Don't say
College
it, bro.
controversy,
College
you know?
controversy, bro. Come on.
You know how many Dannys there are in the world?
You just said it again.
Independent career and trust have nothing to do with that. Trust in a relationship and trust in career is different. A lot of people are saying lack of trust.
Yeah, no, but that all falls under loyalty. You want a girl to be loyal to you just as you're loyal to
To her, yeah.
So, okay, I like what this guy said.
There's no double standard. We don't want a double standard.
We got a guy here saying, if your wife has an amazing career, you should be able to support it. Marriage is about support. You shouldn't be with someone whose money chaser, but you should have someone who's educated.
Yeah, no gold diggers.
So,
Education is very important also.
Yeah, education is important, but like not in the sense where like I feel like if a girl drops out of if a girl doesn't want to pursue college, I feel like that's like totally her choice. But I do feel like there's definitely an educational like difference when, let's say, the guy pursues grad school, right, and the girl she doesn't even have like a college degree. It's almost as if like I feel like it depends on what in what field they're following. Like if she's like master at real estate, then go ahead. Like they don't specifically have to finish college.
But that's a personal preference.
Right.
There are some people who want housewives.
Exactly.
And then there's some people
And
like
people
me
who want-
are
yeah.
very like sapiosexual. Do you know what sapiosexual means?
Explain it to the
It's
audience.
like you're very attracted to intelligence. Like I like having like intriguing. I like to be intrigued a little bit by it.
I love it. All these
Left on
sexuals.
my toes, you know?
All of these sexuals.
For sure.
There's so many.
But like for example,
so
like
many.
I'd love a smart girl is obviously very important. You know what I mean?
100%.
Intelligent girl, but like if she doesn't have a college degree, like that's not a game. That's not a deal breaker. That's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I personally, if
I can tell she's a smart, intelligent
Exactly,
woman who has
exactly.
values, like, oh, you don't have a college degree? Peace.
People are saying education doesn't mean much. A good heart is more sustainable than a smart, prestigious spouse.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
You know, guys, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, please, you could type it in the question box. It's open. I'm going to view it, and we'll have a lot of topics we could talk about.
So
Yeah, 100%. Let's do it. Wait, what were you going to say?
I wanted to ask the audience, since an independent woman pursuing her career was a big deal. I think for me, I have no problem with a woman or my spouse pursuing a career. The question is when it comes to raising kids, it's very much a job or a time-intensive program where it might not be compatible with having a job. Now, specifically for females, they have to carry the kid for at least 9 months.
Right.
And if you're 6 months pregnant, I don't know if working in the OR, if let's say you do become a doctor, is conducive to that, right? So I'm asking the Instagram audience, specifically the females, the women, what happens if you decide I want to be an independent woman who pursues your career? Does that mean kids are off the table, or what is your solution to having kids?
Yeah, and I just want to
I feel like a lot of them just have like.
That's honestly like such an intense question because
That
I
is.
have met girls that are like, I don't want kids, and to a lot of guys, that's a red flag.
So if that's in the same note, if you're going to get angry at people saying they don't want a woman who's going to be career focused, you have to understand that's also coming from
I feel like if we
a place of
I
wanting
feel like
kids.
if we broaden your perspective right now, it's a basis of.
I'm asking the specific
is the
question.
person more traditional or more modern?
Not even that. I'm asking the specific question specifically because this is a very specific hang-up that encompasses that question of do you want a traditional marriage or do you want something in between or do you want something totally progressive where you're not having kids, you know?
So a lot of people are starting to type here.
Alex is getting red.
baby.
People are like, kids could be on the table. It's based on personal preference. People can want many kids or none. It's just preference. So okay.
That doesn't answer the question that I posited.
No, so can I just want to add something.
Positive? No, this isn't a freaking...
Okay, so, I'm gonna...
Symposium.
Let's change the question.
Wait, let me just add something to what Ezra said in terms of like having kids. Dude, I think all of us want kids.
Children, yeah.
We all want children,
100%.
and it, like he said, it's a reality. Women are carrying children for 9 months, and then they gotta take care of those kids and raise them, and things
It's
like
a
that.
commitment, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's very, very difficult for a woman to be like so invested in her career and have kids on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless like you start off the marriage like with millions of dollars to like hire nannies to take care of your kids so the woman can go like do her work and you can go do your work, like it's just not going to work out. You know what I'm saying? You need someone there to watch the kids.
Also,
So
are
it's
you
either-
even raising your kids if the nanny's there? There are couples that...
it's crazy. Like, we're just like talking about like first dates, red flags, and now the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
just want to talk about the kids.
Yeah, because a lot of us are very focused on let's move on. Like a lot of the guys, especially our age, Alex, I've been realizing this. A lot of them just want to get married. A lot of them just want to settle.
But for
down.
what? Now ask yourself for what? What do they want
so
out
there
of
are
the
multiple
marriage?
perspectives. There are people who just want to get the fuck out of their house. Excuse my French.
Okay.
People who just want to get the hell out of their house. And then there are people who genuinely they're over all like the hype of going out and like all like the stupid games with girls and like all this like clubbing experience.
That's why I think one of like the huge benefits to like doing all that is like you get it all out of your system and now you're ready to like take on something more serious.
so I don't know.
You don't always have these questions. What if I did this? What if I did
Yeah,
that?
but I personally don't think those two are mutually exclusive. Some of the best couples or most like successful couples, in my opinion, that I know is where, honestly, this is something I'm trying to emulate in my own relationships, is where the husband and wife are essentially like each other's best friend, where it's not like not going out, or it's not, or just because you're married doesn't mean you're not going out, you're not having fun. Realistically, it's you guys are each other's best friends.
So I wanna talk about that, but I want to talk about something else first that's going to lead to that.
I think having kids is the point, and when you settle down and you start like...
That's already later on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's already later on.
So for the first 5 or 6 years of marriage, you don't need to have kids, whatever.
So one thing that I want to talk about is, what are some important questions to ask on the first few dates? Let's just talk about
Again, like it depends what you're dating for.
So,
Okay, what is a first date for most of you? I think it's dinner, right? All of us would take a girl out to dinner. You have to get to know a person.
I've never taken
So what's
a girl out to
important?
dinner
What
on
is
first
important for the first
Alright.
date?
First date.
I don't do dinners first
Yeah,
date.
dinner is like the worst idea for a first date.
B, you're the only one that goes and drops a K on girls on the first date, all right?
1 gram.
Yeah, maybe we don't want that to be public
A
knowledge.
gram? Oh my god. You guys are crazy. But,
Multiple first dates.
okay, let's assume that a guy wants to date to settle down, right? Let's just start there. A guy wants. We have already 29 people on this live right now,
Yeah.
and this is just in and out. So let's. The crew says hi.
Bro, I've been put on the spot.
So let's just assume that guys are dating or girls are dating to get married. So first question is how do you find people? How do you even meet people? Like where?
Bro, that's the question of the century these
Hinge.
days.
No.
Hinge?
Okay, wait. So there's a
Okay,
perspective.
you want to talk about dating apps? Let's talk about dating apps.
Dating apps are a waste of time.
So-
you couldn't be more.
So you okay?
couldn't be-
If you want a girl, okay. Let's just talk about the message that dating app shows people.
Yeah,
So
It shows them you're not reserved.
So if I
Yeah.
see a girl on a dating app, right?
I don't
A
want
Jewish girl, a Jewish Bukharian girl, it doesn't matter, any kind of girl.
Okay.
I don't
If
want
I see a girl on a dating app,
you see, but yeah, you
That
automatically you automatically have a negative connotation when you see a girl on a
I'm
dating
more
app.
of a traditional person.
She's out. Like, bro, dating apps have become very, very popular. It's not just for hooking up anymore. It's actually like meeting. Like, it's actually a way of meeting interesting people that you find interesting.
I think here's the way dating apps...
Like, for example, I know multiple people that have met their spouses off Hinge. Jewish, and they're having kids now, and they're
Bukharian?
living fantastic lives.
Okay, Bukharian?
No, Persian. I don't know any Bukharians.
Okay, fine. That's what I was going to get to, the cultural difference between what we have and what you guys have.
I'm sure there's been Bukharians that have met on Hinge as well.
J-Swipe, or are we talking about Tinder?
J-Swipe.
Locks Club.
Hinge.
I don't know.
Tinder, not so much. Tinder is more like it's given the reputation of
instant gratification.
But Hinge, J-Swipe, they're more like they could be more serious.
I agree with that 100%.
So let's talk about that.
I think both of Tinder fall into different
I think if a guy is on dating apps and he's looking for a serious relationship, yeah, it could work. There are people saying that dating apps are hit or miss. I've had 2 friends getting married from dating apps, and I have one friend that's not liking it. But then you need to talk,
Bukharian?
I don't know.
Okay.
But you also need to talk about.
You're so shocked
what kind of message I give.
Relax.
Because if you're on a dating app, I feel like the girls might perceive that as, okay, this guy's talking to a lot of girls.
Yeah. Some girls like that.
I don't know. I don't.
No, girls don't like that.
I think girls do not like that.
Girls like to see that guys or that other girls are interested in that guy.
Sure, but
I mean, girls watching
and when guys are talking to a lot of girls, that's literally what that means.
Girls are so territorial, you have no idea what you're talking
Maybe when you're dating them, they don't like you talking to other girls. Yeah, that makes sense. But when you're not in a relationship with a girl and she sees you talking to other girls, that's like a positive.
That's one of our tactics.
That's a positive.
People watching the live are going to throw a brick at you guys. They're starting to get mad.
Bro, this is not Simon speaking.
Simon's not speaking.
I'm not speaking.
Simon says, "Shut the fuck up."
Guys. So I know that if a guy sees a girl on a dating app, I think it kind of tells the guy that okay, the girl likes to be out there. She wants attention. She wants to talk to a lot of guys. That's what I feel like it comes off from a guy's perspective. So dating apps are cool and all, but I feel like
someone just said if they're not territorial, they're not interested. I agree with that 100%.
If they're not territorial,
yeah, if the girl doesn't get a little jealous when you're talking to another girl,
I agree.
She's not interested. For sure. Move on. Bye.
Okay, but then let me ask you, what's the breaking point of them being territorial? I know a girl that's like, when you get married, if we get married, I want you to delete your social media.
Territorials, they get a little defensive. They're like, why are you talking
a little?
About
Dude, but there's a difference between, there's a difference between jealousy.
Toxic?
There's a difference between constantly being jealousy. That's what we said. You have to have trust in your partner.
100%.
Trust is very important.
You also have to show someone
trust is very important, obviously. But you have to be trustworthy.
Are you still gonna throw bricks at us?
Somebody just said you're right. If I had a brick man,
Who? At me?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's all good. You could pull up on us right now.
Honestly,
throw brick emojis at me. Throw brick emojis.
Some people, I bet would want to be a part of this live, getting interviewed.
I know. I love to have so many.
Honestly, if they want to come to the studio,
yo, tell them to reach out, Alex. College Controversy, DM us.
I did this Instagram live dating series about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years.
During COVID?
During COVID.
I think I was on that.
A lot of people were watching.
A lot of people were watching.
There was I think anywhere between 50 to 80 people watching at the same time. So one thing I want to talk about is red flags, because since this is the introduction of the first of many podcast series, I want to talk about what are some red flags through a guy's perspective, what are some red flags through a girl's perspective. I mean, today we're a bunch of guys, so the girls, if you'd please give me your red flags in the comments, and I'd like to talk about it as well. But
who wants to do? You want to do it or?
Okay, so
I feel like it's just a general. Let's just stick to a general male population.
Red flags on girls. That's what we're doing.
Well, yeah, you go out on a date with a girl. What is something that you're okay, I'm not taking this girl out on a second date?
If her eyes are moving a lot, towards other guys.
If she's on her phone a lot,
yeah, it's not phone's an issue.
Yeah, phone's an issue.
She's on her phone the whole time, I'm out.
I love how he looks straight to the comments.
Yeah, because everybody's going off right now.
What?
So people are just saying all different types of things, but we'll get to that in a minute. So okay,
I wish I was on the live, bro. I want to read the comments.
Yeah, no, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Yo,
there's
save this and then post it.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things happening.
Save it.
Alex,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
I'm
but-
gonna follow you on Instagram right now.
Yes.
We'll pull up like the comments.
Okay, Alex.
No, but there might be like
Feedback.
feedback. Yeah.
No, just turn off the volume. Yeah. I mean, how am I gonna accept right now?
So, yo, B.
You're private?
No, I'm private. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay,
B.
forget
So,
it.
so phones is one of my, like, pet peeves.
Somebody
I hate
said
that.
phone 100%.
Phone 100%. Thank you.
So
I feel like if they're like, let's just say I'm out with a
They're
girl,
texting
and if the
on the
girl
phone.
is like looking at every single guy who passes by me, I'm like, all right, yo, like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Like, why is this not like?
I think the girls need to first know that the guys are paying just as much attention to the girl as the girl is paying attention to the guy. So I like
If
girls,
not more so.
if not more so.
yeah, the
like I
guy's really
just
trying. On the
I've been
first
out like not too long ago, and
Not
I
too
just
long, as in,
no, like a couple weeks ago.
okay.
A couple weeks ago, and this girl that I was talking to, like as soon as she got into the car, like right away she pulls out her phone, and I see her checking notifications,
Instagram.
checking Instagram,
Oh my
like seeing
God.
who posted what, and I was like, okay, what's next? So she's gonna start scrolling through TikToks. Like I want to start like
I would cry.
Straight up.
no, like
Yeah, I think it's being able to carry a
and
conversation.
I think
with
that's
them.
the
What
moment.
happened?
That's
Alex is not a boring guy. The guy
No.
can talk.
Oh, I know.
So what happened?
no. I mean, I'm not gonna
She
say
just wanted a
anything.
free dinner. She just wanted a free dinner.
Is that what you think it is?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
It sucks
Honestly,
because
the message that I
No,
sent
you
is
think,
that
bro. No.
Nah, I don't think it was a free dinner.
No, I'm joking.
But the
honestly,
message,
I'm
the
joking.
message that it sends is that I'd rather be somewhere else than right here where I'm at right now.
well,
And
somebody
maybe-
just told me that I should have made a circle and dropped her off home.
Wait, but but my question is like, why would she agree to go out with you? She's just gonna act like that on the date.
Maybe she had a bad day. Sometimes you have to give the benefit of the
That's
doubt.
what I'm
In
saying,
relationships,
But
yeah.
you know,
benefit of the doubt is a very big
sometimes what guys do is like they'll assume something is a date without even like saying the word date. Like you'll meet a girl right away and you'll start talking to her and like, hey, you want
Bro,
to
if
go
you're
out?
going out,
And a
listen,
guy
let's
normally likes to
define-
treat
let's-
things
let's
like that as a
define
date.
the word date. If you're going out one-on-one with the opposite, I don't know if you guys are into the same sex or whatever, but the opposite gender, that is a date. And if your parents know, or at least like if you're going out with that person, it's a date. One-on-one.
Well, somebody asked before. I didn't say it yet, but somebody asked like, what if the girl's hiding from her parents that she's going out with
Yeah,
you?
no, I was just about
Yeah.
to say like it needs to be mutual on both
Yeah,
ends.
so then
both
the guy-
ends need to want
So
the same
if
thing.
the girl is hiding it, then the guy needs to cut it. And that's on the guy.
and the girls sometimes they have to do a better job with being more straight up with the guys. You know what I'm saying, and not leading them on if they're not
playing
interested.
with them. Not
Exactly. Yeah.
100%.
Another thing I hate is like when games and like when they beat around the
Like
bush.
her playing Candy
When
Crush.
they're playing Candy Crush in my heart, and like,
I like that. I like
beating
that.
around the bush and like not
Candy
being
Crush in
straight
my
up. You
heart.
have something to say it.
Like, be direct. Yo,
be a
I
fucking
love,
man.
I love girls who are direct. Just be
Same.
direct. Say it how it is.
That turns me on.
Exactly.
Girls that are straight to my face. Yo, you're a piece of shit. You know what?
No,
I like
it's the
that.
boner.
You know what? I
It's
don't
the
like that you
boner.
said that, but I accept it.
I accept my
You know what I'm
punishment.
saying? I accept it.
No, honestly, girls that are direct is a very good thing. But
because you don't
there
have the wrong
is
intention.
like a fine line. Like sometimes girls get a little bit too comfortable. They're already like,
Especially in the beginning.
oh, I'm going to get my nails done. Can you like Venmo me? Like, you know, like I know
You've
girls-
had that, Alex?
Yo, take
You've
that
had
girl,
that?
Leave
Listen,
that girl and be
listen.
like, I'm sorry, we're just not meant to be together. It's not gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Still say
What?
that these
A girl
days?
who asks for money like that? Before,
Alex,
like,
the
serious?
next time you go get a haircut, be like, listen, I'm going to get a haircut. Venmo me $25.
Honestly,
No, yo, she forgot about the tip. Venmo me 30. Just for the
ass.
tip.
So what I was gonna say is
phone. We got through phone.
We got their phone. One other thing.
Candy Crush
One
with
other
your
thing
heart.
that I love to see. One other thing that I love to see is that when we get the check, I know 100% I got all of it. All right.
You want the girl to offer.
No, I don't care.
I love it when they offer. I love it when they reach for it. When they reach for the check when it comes, wow! Like I'm like that makes me
Take note.
I'm like, oh
Take
my
note.
gosh! Even though there's no way I'm
Yeah,
letting her
there's
pay
no
for
way
any
you're
of
letting her pay
it.
for it.
It just when I like to get a reach.
Bro,
You know
the
what I'm
check doesn't even
saying?
come to my
The
table.
reach.
I give him
He
the
has
card.
the- he has
I
the
give him
card
the
in the
card.
front.
I give him
He
the
just
card.
charged
Nah, I want them to know how much I'm spending on them. All right.
Stupid.
I don't. Sometimes you want to be humble, bro.
Okay.
Somebody said that like there's some people.
Shut the fuck up, B. Get out of my face, dude.
Sometimes you gotta be
Humble.
humble.
Yo, you want me to start chirping, B?
Yo,
Guys,
take it easy, bro.
Guys, he's gonna cry.
But like when they don't even like when the check comes and like they start putting on their makeup or something. You know what I mean? Like, dude.
If you don't see it, it doesn't exist.
You know, the thing is that a lot of people take advantage. Like, I think a lot of girls take advantage of nice guys. You know,
do.
that's one thing that I've seen, or at least that happens to me all the time. Because I'm not gonna take a girl out and scream at her because she's like, I'm not gonna do that.
You gotta beep that out.
If you know, you know.
I'm not like,
gotta believe that word.
I can't. I'm not the type to do that, you know? I do my best to make sure that a girl has a really great time when we're on a date.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want to be that guy.
Bro, there's a lot of pressure on a guy.
Of course.
You're nervous as shit.
You think a girl's going to keep
you have
quiet?
to put on a show of confidence.
You
on top
think
of
that a girl is going to keep quiet after the date?
No.
Keep quiet.
Just ask yourself
To who?
how many friends she's going to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes the guy needs a little push from the girl. The girl needs to open the guy up a little bit in the beginning.
Bro, she goes to the bathroom and texts her friends.
100%.
Oh my god, I'm on a date with this guy and like you
No.
wouldn't believe it.
A couple weeks ago, I was out with somebody, and then I asked them, I'm like, listen, like, did you tell your friends that we're out? They're like, yeah, they know. You know, I appreciate that she was like upfront with me and
Direct,
honest with me.
direct, yes.
You know, I like that. And honestly, it kind of makes me happy that like she's telling her friends because that's her considering it a date too.
No, that means she's interested in you, bro.
100%.
That's what it is.
That means she's
If she
excited.
doesn't-
That means
if
she's
she
excited
doesn't-
about you.
If she doesn't tell her friends about you,
Or she was
she's not
excited.
interested.
Or she just doesn't want any of her friends to swoop.
Or she considers you a side piece.
No, it depends on how you
Alex?
He's been down that road, folks.
single like
Yo,
a
how
Pringle.
about the euphoria though?
Single like a Pringle.
Yeah, Alex is single. All the ladies here,
Okay.
please slide in his DM.
Single.
I'm not
You know why-
desperate, guys.
Single
You
Pringle.
know why
ready
he's
to
single
mingle?
like a Pringle?
You gotta tell him why
He's ready to mingle?
No, because once you
you
pop one, you just can't stop.
Somebody said something really funny. They're like,
Wow.
honestly, we sometimes just text a friend in case we go missing, but we need opinions on the guy's actions as well as the case because, like, we're blindly crushing. So
Honestly,
sometimes it happens.
We need this girl to come on the podcast with you next time.
Yes.
Are you down?
She has a lot to say.
Who is she?
Jessica and I go way back, like a couple of years already. We've been very good friends, and she's a very intellectual person. So honestly, maybe
Look at
one day-
controversial comment. All boob girls are red flags.
Can I pin that? Should I pin it? No, I'm not going to pin that. I feel bad. I feel bad. No.
Wait, is Jessica down to come on?
Yo, did a booch say that? Yeah.
Yes. But she is camera shy, so okay. So let me just talk about something here that
I know, bro.
that like it's honestly getting to me a bit. So
There's-
I spoke to a guy today, and he told me he's like, I don't want to feel like I'm dating another man. I do not want a girl to like scream at me, to tell me things like I'm talking, like, you know, when a girl, I feel like when a girl talks like that and says like I'm talking, I don't know how any guy would go out with them on a second date.
I would start laughing. I would start laughing. You have to laugh.
Bro, you know
Alex,
what?
You know how disrespectful and rude that sounds?
I know. But you just have to laugh. You have to make it seem like okay.
Have you heard one of those?
I haven't, but like I heard people that had that situation before. So
Whoa, wait, repeat that. What?
I'm talking.
no, that's so disrespectful.
that's just disrespectful.
You know,
Like-
and you know, a lot of times, like girls after the date, they're like, "Oh, I don't like him because he didn't do this, this, and this." You need to, before a date, read something to kind of get yourself in the mindset of what you're looking for and what you want from the date. You know, people really like.
I feel like setting your
Somebody,
intentions.
a girl said, "I'd laugh too." A girl said,
Yeah,
like,
straight
I'd
up, I laugh,
too.
bro. I'd straight up laugh. I'd be like, I bet, like,
Yo.
What would you like to say?
Chill.
Yeah.
And somebody said that's the kind of girl that marries a doormat.
literally, yo, I fuck
Wow.
with this person.
I don't know who this is either, but
So girls don't want dorm.
so even even
girls
girls
want
don't
guys.
want, even girls cannot stand other girls that talk like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Alex, thank you so much for coming on, bro.
I appreciate it,
I
guys.
think I personally had a fantastic time recording this podcast.
I know.
think we spoke about some very, very interesting.
We're gonna get it more
things.
organized for next
We're
time.
gonna, and I'd love to have you back whenever you want. Maybe we could possibly make this a recurring thing. 100%. Thank you so
The
much.
The Alex show.
No,
right,
it's not
guys.
about the Alex show.
Guys, like and subscribe on the YouTube. We're gonna put this up unedited, cut, uncut, raw. Obviously, take out some of the curses, like whatever. Yeah.
We're
We're gonna have to take that one out too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night.
Yeah, so I appreciate it, guys, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys more. Catch you later.
You can stand on a bit.